Number 1. I've been working for the past 3 days to find on the information for this year's annual report. I'm worried we won't make the deadline. We'll get it submitted with a couple of hours to spare. I'm curious, where did you find on the company's facts and figures? I found I found some sites that provide the information plus a few news articles. You have to show me some you have to show them to me later. But first, can you send me your part of the report? I need to start working on the presentation file. Number 2. Renee, I can't seem to get into the storage room. Something wrong with the door? Is something wrong with the door? Starting today, everyone needs to enter an access code to get in. I can't believe it. So where can I find this code? Should I speak to the IT department? No, your manager should send a message with the code for your department this morning. I would ask him before contacting IT. Number 3. Did you get the email about the meeting on Thursday? It was moved it was moved up today. What? I didn't get that email. Why did they do that? The manager had to meet the client on Thursday, so she moved it up. But I still have a lot left to do on my report. I don't know if I can finish it in time for the meeting today. I have some time today. Email it to me, and I'll take a look at it after I come back from the post office. Number 4. Good afternoon. Do you have an appointment? Yes, I have an appointment with Mrs. Foley for a job interview. Could you let her know that Brian Thomas is here? I'm sorry, Mrs. Foley is running late due to a problem with her car. She says she will be about 20 minutes late. Are you able to wait? That's no problem. I'll wait in the coffee shop next door. Could you give me a call when she comes in? Number 5. Today, we'll, we will be working with a new program, Filmmaker S3. I will need you to use it to make a short commercial for our new product. Actually, I've never used this video editing program before. I used it at my last company. It's very simple. I can teach you the basic commands after this meeting if you want. That would be great. Thanks. While making the commercial, make sure you stick to the storyboard. You can find you can find a copy of it along with the video files on our company servers. I heard that I heard that the servers are undergoing maintenance this morning, so we'll have to wait until this afternoon to access them. Number 6. Hi Jennifer. Hi Sam. Our new employees start next week. Is everyone's is everything ready for them? Everything is going well. We'll have on the computers set up for them to work on this Friday. But Jennifer realized something. Jennifer, while setting up their accounts, we realized we don't have any a picture of anyone for their ID badges. Without them, we will we will it'll be hard to enter many areas of buildings since access is restricted. Hmm. and we don't have enough temporary IDs for them all. What if I send them an email asking for a digitized photo of themselves? Great. I'll give you a list of the new employees this afternoon. Number 7. Look at this. The printers made a mistake. We reduced the order to 100 invitations, but they've invoiced us for the original 150. We, well, we are not paying for the invitations we didn't receive. We have, we have to ask for a revised bill. Okay, I have to get to a staff meeting now, but I will call them after that and ask for a new invoice. Excellent. That way, we can settle the amount owed immediately. Number 1. The man said to the woman that he had been working for the past 3 days to file on the information for that year's annual report, and he was worried they wouldn't make the deadline. The woman replied, they would get it submitted with a couple of hours to spare. And she wanted to know if where the man filed on these company facts and figures. The man replied, "Hmm, he uh, he had filed some sites that provide the information plus a few news articles." The woman said that uh, he would have to show them to her later, but first she needs to start working on the presentation file. So she suggested the man send her his part of the report. Number 2. The man said to the woman that he couldn't get into the storage room because it was something wrong with the door. The woman replied, starting that day, everyone needed to enter an access code to get in. The man was surprised by that, and he wanted to know where he could find that code, and she wanted to know if he speak to the IT department. The woman disagreed with the man, and she reminded uh, his manager should send a message a message with the code for his department that morning. So she suggested ask him before contacting IT. Number 3. The woman wanted to know if the man uh, got the email about the meeting on Thursday, and she reminded the man that that was moved up to that day. The man was surprised by that, and he said he didn't get that email, and he wanted to know why didn't they do that? Why didn't they did that? The woman replied, the managers had to meet a client on Thursday, so she moved it up. The man commented, uh, he still had a lot of work to do on his report, so he didn't know if he couldn't finish it in time for the meeting that day. The woman replied he had some time that day, so she suggested the man email it to her, and she'll take a look at it after she come back from the post office. Number 4. The woman said hello to the man, and she wanted to know if the man had an apartment. The man replied he had an appointment with Mrs. Foley for a job interview, and he suggested the woman let Miss Foley know that he was there. The woman was sorry the man about that because Miss Foley was running late due to a problem with her car, and Miss Foley would be about 20 minutes late. So the woman wanted to know if the man able to wait. The man agreed with her, and he said he would wait in the coffee shop next door. So she and he suggested the woman give him a call when Miss Foley comes in. Number five, the woman said to her employee that that day they would be working with a new program, filmer, filmmaker at 3, and she needed um, them it to use it to make a short commercial for their new product. The man commented he had never used this video editing program before. However, the woman uh, the woman too said that she used it at her last company. So and it's very simple. It was very simple. So she could teach the man the basic command. After that meeting, the man was happy about that, and he was thankful the woman. The woman one remind um, to remind her employee that sticking to the storyboard while making the commercial, and they could find a copy copy of it along with the video files on their company servers. And the woman too replied she heard that the servers was undergoing maintenance that morning, so they would have to wait until that afternoon to access them. Number six, the woman one said hello to the other people, and she said their new employees start next week. So she wanted to know if everything ready for them. The man replied everything was going well, and they would have they would have on the computers set up for them to work on that Friday. But he said Jennifer realized something. Jennifer replied while setting up their accounts. Yeah, they realized um, they didn't have a picture of anyone for their ID badges, and she reminded without them it would be hard to enter many areas of building because access was restricted. The woman one said um, they didn't have enough temporary IDs for them on. So the man suggested send them an email asking for a digitized photo of themselves. The woman one agreed with him, and she said she would give him a list of the new employees that afternoon. Number seven, the man said to the woman that the printers made a mistake because they reduced the orders to 100 invitations. However, they invoiced them for the original 150. The woman replied they weren't paying for invitation they didn't receive, and they would have to ask for a revised bill. The man agreed with her. However, he had to get to a staff meeting then. Uh, but he said he would call them after that and asked for a new invoice. The woman agreed with him, and she said uh, they could settle the amount owed immediately. Thank you for listening.